Let's start with the answer to the question, what is big data? There has been a lot written about what big data exactly is. One of the most cited explanations of big data is the 3 V's of big data. It was Gartner who first wrote about this in 2001. The first V is volume. This is the most obvious one. If your data doesn't fit easily on a desktop or laptop disk anymore, it's difficult to store it. This might be the first sign you are dealing with big data. But there's 2 more V's to examine. The second V is variety. In big data, we have to deal with a lot of variety of the data. Data is often unstructured or semi-structured. Companies can easily deal with structured data. Think about tables with columns and records. For instance, you can have a customer table with columns first name and last name. That customer table can have a record John Smith. This is structured data. Unstructured or semi-structured data doesn't have this tabular or structured format. A good example of unstructured data is social media data. Messages from Twitter and Facebook are unstructured in their nature. There might be some structure in a new tweet or an item on a newsfeed, but this needs to be examined. Another example is the body of an email. This is just text but can be interpreted and processed. You will see that in the big data world, there will be a lot of different data types. The third V is velocity. Having all sorts of data stored doesn't mean you can process that data quickly enough. Smartphones and modern cars have more and more sensors that can provide an enormous amount of data that need to be read, processed and interacted on. Think about this. If an autonomous car would have to process sensor data and it would take 10 seconds to make a decision, it simply wouldn't work. IBM adds another V, the veracity of the data. It's the uncertainty of the data. For anyone who has ever worked in a big company, you can agree that there is often a lot of useful data available, but the quality of the data can be pretty bad. Data quality costs companies a lot of money. You can have the ability to store and process a lot of data, but if the data quality isn't good, your results might be still incorrect.